You said was gonna give me from the land of Africa. You told me the road of your land, the road of your land, the road of your land. Hey, you told me the road of your land, the road of your land, the road of your land. Hey, and now we'll be strangers in your land, strangers in your land, strangers in your land. Here I am, mama. Time is now. Alright, be alright. Your time is now. I will be a mono. I will be a mono. Okay, so yes, good afternoon to you. Liberia is on the rising. Good afternoon on this mid-week edition of the program. Liberia is rising. It is not sunny and it is not wet. But guess what? Torrential downpour of rain was experienced this morning in the Pinsville area. Shouting for the Lone Stars banner. Good afternoon. This is State of the Nation. Your house 7, Koluba CFR. Others will prefer to call me Christopher Sellee, but come what way, this is Liberia. Your humble 7 is on the airwaves once again. I don't know why everyone is wishing to listen to this platform. One of my admirers in Burraville, Ben Nangbe, good afternoon to you. You shall eat the fruit of the land. This is a serious business in Liberia. And a friend of mine, once upon a time a neighbor, told me, Liberia, every day that breaks, something has to impede your forward march. To develop yourself, transform yourself, progress. Something got to impede it. Today we got at least two items that we're going to talk about, but that will come between 4 and 5. The vehicle issue at the legislature, the House of Representatives to be specific. A couple of them went to the session yesterday with Keke. I will try to go into history. Who is on the wrong side? Who's making news out of molehill? Who's making mountains out of molehill? If a representative rides a keke to go to the legislature, what big about that? But why is the executive allegedly failing to give money for the purchase of vehicle? And what is about that? We'll also come up with this, the Ministry of Labor, and it is happening right now as we speak. There is an infighting, like the Drug Enforcement Agency, that led to the suspension of the three. I love to call it a trio. The suspension of the trio, an investigation that is still ongoing at the DEA The Ministry of Labor is inside a deep fight again between Minister Proper and his deputy for manpower and planning. And police have to be deployed. We talked to somebody from the Ministry of Labor, someone who is authorized to speak. We're not going to be like the other platform that's just taking sides already. Things are not faring well with the rescue mission. And I thought the government was ready to sit in. I thought the government was setting in now with a robust response to Mr. Weah's characterization of President Joseph Boakai. This response from the Minister of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism. I thought the government was setting in, but there are too many distractions inside the government, intra-government distraction. Don't get me wrong, there are two words here, inter and intra. Intra-government distraction seems to be holding back a forward march of the rescue mission. And, well, it is widely said, if you can, you have to walk in chalk line. If you miss out walking in chalk line, you have to give way. These and much more are all lined up this afternoon on State of the Nation. We will talk to the folks from the Best Brains University, a shining star that is showing its face in the Liberian educational sector. And we're going to be telling you what they are here for today. And then at 4 o'clock, obviously, a young man who is pushing for the rights of all in the health sector. We take our question at 4 o'clock. But first, we are respecters of our sponsor. They're keeping the wheels of our generators turning. Let's take this one from EcoBank. Next will be Orange.
Introducing the Orange Money Card to Wallet service. How to transfer money from your bank card to an Orange Money wallet with the Card to Wallet service. Go to the Orange Botswana website at www.orange.co.bw and select the drop-down menu and click on Orange Online. This will open a new tab which will ask you to sign in. Click on Sign Up to register for the Card to Wallet service as a new user. Enter your name, surname, the Orange number and email address that will be linked to this service. Proceed to enter your occupation and create and confirm your password, which you will then be required to sign in with every time you make a card to wallet transfer. You will then receive an email confirmation. Enter the one-time PIN that you received on your phone. Click on the email confirmation link to finish off the registration. Once the registration is complete, log in, click on Card to Wallet, then enter the Orange Money number you are transferring to and the amount. Continue by entering the source of funds, purpose of funds, and proceed to payment. Click the Visa or MasterCard option and enter your card number, your full names as well as the card expiry date. Proceed to enter the CVV number and click Continue. Enter the one-time PIN that you received on your phone to complete the transaction. Click on Continue to complete the transaction. And just like that, the transaction is complete.
With orange money, I can send money to my buying ganta. With orange money, I can send money to my mind lofa. Just that star 144 hash. Follow the instruction and do what you want. Just that star 144 hash. Follow the instruction and do what you want. If you want pay for EDC or pay your school fee, brother, you can use orange money. If you want buy your credit or pay your taxes, sister, you can use orange money. Oh. Just that star 144 hash. 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 Tell me who a puff where my orange money, yo. I can pay my LEC bills. You see orange money, yo. Tell me who a puff where my orange money, yo. I can pay my LEC bills.
Orange.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
Orange Money.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here will be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
My name is Philip Kumako. I'm in charge of mobile applications for EcoBank. Today I'd like to talk to you about the EcoBank Express account. Do you know you can open a bank account without having to go visit a bank branch? Do you also know that you can open a bank account without having to fill all the paperwork that is normally associated with opening a bank account? Yes, this is true. This is what the EcoBank Express account offers you. The EcoBank Express account is a digital account that is opened using just your mobile number. This account allows you access to a wide range of banking services that is available today. To open an EcoBank Express account, you have two options. The first option allows you to use a smartphone and the internet to open your Express account. To use this option, you need to visit the Google Play Store or the App Store to look for the EcoBank mobile app and install on your smart device. Once launched, click on the Get Started button. You'll be presented with options to use the app. Since you intend to open an Express account and you are not an existing EcoBank customer, click on No, I'm new to EcoBank. You will then be prompted to select the country in which you want to open the EcoBank Express account. For this test, we will select Ghana and then enter our mobile number. You'll be presented with the option to review the terms and conditions attached to the use of the EcoBank mobile app, as well as our data privacy policy. If you are okay with these, you click on the Continue button. We will now prompt you to select how you would want to bank with EcoBank. In this case, you will select Express account. We will automatically send a code to the mobile number you provided to verify your identity. As you can see, the code was just automatically read into the app. And once this was verified successfully, you
the best brains international university are here, but we will delay a little bit for like 5 minutes. Let's do some in-house keeping. Let's talk about the vehicle issue at the capital. For me, I am disappointed. Man, if you reach to a point at this time and are agitating for those necessities, in my opinion, the two branches should just iron up one or two things. And I don't want to believe there are finances there and are not being disbursed, or somebody just want to be wicked to the people's representative. If it is budgeted, if it is deliberated upon, if it is passed and it is signed, it becomes a law, the budget, you have to yield. You have to yield to the purchase of these vehicles. This, in my opinion, this is part of the spoil system. Frankly speaking, I beg your indulgence. In the middle of a heavy downpour of rain moment, period, where vehicles are stuck, motorcycles are not moving, kekes are not moving, the roads are deplorable, especially on the bourgeois island. The hearing people are protesting, riding keke to the Capitol building as a mark of protest to say we don't have vehicle. For me, what belongs to Caesar? When Jesus was tempted by the Pharisees, he said, so what? There's somebody's head on the coin. Who should we pay our taxes to? And they thought Jesus would have told them, say, man, do not pay to Caesar. He cleverly told these people, pay to Caesar, give unto Caesar what belongs to him, and give unto God what belongs to God. Two distinct individuals. So worship God and pay taxes to Caesar. So if it is budgeted, and I'm a bit disappointed that this is not one of the most popular budget we've seen. It is, you can't get any detail out of it. What is happening? You can't get anybody speak to you from the Ministry of Finance. All the folks that are tight-lipped. Man, these are the people who used to be the advocates. If you budgeted it and it is signed by His Excellency the President, man, please release the money. But we really don't care where you're taking the money from. Release the money. And then this way around, on the other side, hey, to you protesting lawmakers, this is not news for us. And if you rode a keke to go to the capital to do the Liberian people's work, who drove that keke? It is a Liberian person who went through the barrows and the potholes, taking you through to the capital. It is a Liberian. How you make it look like a vehicle? Without vehicle, you can't do the work. So, without vehicle, where did you take the lesson plates from? The lesson plates are issued and given to a vehicle purchased by the government of Liberia. Are you telling me they purchase the lesson plate or they produce a lesson plate to give it to you in the absence of vehicle? I see some of you have lesson plates already on their respective vehicles. Where did they take those who went to the capital with keke? Where did you take the lesson plates from to place on the keke? It's not a news. They're not making a big show out of it. It's not a news. The people who you are representing over there are even suffering more than you. At least you have a keke to ride. In the morning, I will see the number of people standing, waiting for commercial vehicle to take them to their respective place of work. You ride keke and all over taking pictures and holding press conferences. You know the real advocate? The real advocate that ever went to that Capitol building? It is Assemblyman Rufus Dio Nouvel. The government has procured several Cherokee jeeps and during the transitional government. And the youth representative in the assembly stood on in the chamber that said plenary, if buses are not procured for the people to commute from one place to the other, especially the working class and commuters, I will not take the Cherokee Jeep. I will not take it. And they felt that they were demeaned. They were publicly disgraced by one of them. So they suspended him for 3 months without all his benefits. And he stood his ground. At the end of the day, when they came back, they were forced, the popular people uprising, they forced the legislature to purchase Tata buses for the people under the Julie Bryant interim. That was when rebel people who killed, people who slaughtered, people who were heading armed groups were given government jobs. This kind of a peaceful time here. Iraq, okay, you go to where you think that what thing? How is that big? I was just talking to one of my trainees here. I said, why are you not at work this morning? He said, the rain. I said, tell me where in the world there is an excuse for not coming to work because of rain. Then I talked to the other person. The other person is at Fendel, sitting in class. And I told him, so why you think the rain could not stop the other man from going to Fendel? Then I asked him, where are you on Lover Street? That's why it even broke me down altogether. What kind of street called Lover Street? Anyway, we just passed. You know how many persons going to work in the rain? You don't protest? I was broken that day when JFK sent SOS call after a tragic motor accident on the Calcutta Highway, and some of the victims were brought down to JFK. JFK sent an SOS call out that the hospital had run out of bandage, had run out of IV injectables. Did we hear anybody protesting here? Did we hear any lawmaker going out to reach out to JFK's opposition or situation? In fact, there is a headline today. The Independent newspaper. Let me read it for you. Independent newspaper. The state of affairs of Liberia's numero un. The French people said numero un hospital. Number one hospital in the Republic of Liberia. This is it. Let me read it for you. If this one can happen, I don't know. Oh, don't embarrass me. If this one can happen to JFK, then what's about? Sorry, I can't get it out. Okay, there's it. The Independent newspaper, today's edition, sub-headline. JFK Hospital in bad shape. Medical board's report revealed. The medical board has viewed the condition of Liberia's number one referral hospital and said we're in bad shape. We don't have the capacity. We're losing the capacity to be a referral hospital. Now let's protest now. Let all of us walk. If you want to protest, you want to demonstrate how well you love the Liberian, walk from your house to the capital. Let me tell you what Rufus Novel, how I gone through. Let me just read a piece of it from here. Before we go to the labor ministry, then we'll come to the folks there. And I got this talking of message. Message is so nice to read. You want to stand by to report on what now? Yeah, you want to stand by? Report, but give me the lead, Magdalene. What's going on? Okay, on the symposium. Don't worry, I will call you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. You are a real soldier, a full soldier. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let me come to this one. Where is it? Gallery. Sorry. Look for the gallery. I just want to read one or two sentences there, and then we will go strictly to the labor ministry to talk about what's going on there. It is still on the All Africa page. This is 2004. This man is my hero. But the Liberian voters will not look for people like this. People who will come to them as agents of change, but will fly and go to European capitals and host fabulous wedding ceremonies and ride yacht over rivers in European capital. Those are the people, right? This is what happened. The National Transitional Legislative Assembly, the NTLE, suspended Youth Representative Rufus Nouvel for 3 months last Thursday without incentives and immunities for allegedly bringing the body to disrepute. Only because he said, I will not take my own Cherokee Jeep unless we can make the executive to procure buses for the National Transit Authority for the people free movement. This man became the worst president. He got suspended. The axe failed when the assemblyman refused to rescind his position that by not delivering the 26 buses promised to augment public transport, the NTGL has failed the Liberian people, and that by its silence, the NTL was giving implicit support to the obvious disregard for public interest. That's the only crime Rufus Nouvel committed on you by saying, I will not take my own Cherokee Jeep unless we buy the 26 buses that we give people. You were suspended for 3 months without benefits. They issue 6 months. They issue you car, they go to rack again. They're not news. Some people, the least form of transportation now to workplaces to be trekking on foot or on feet. People are doing it. You rack again, you want bluff, people, everybody will say what? And it's to the two sides, the executive and the legislature. Don't hold this country hostage. I don't think any of the two sides are capable of doing that. So riot keke in dignity. Let the ordinary people stand and wait for the buses to come in dignity and pass your laws in dignity. That is just passing through. Let's go to justice, not justice. Yes, labor ministry. Imagine that. Imagine. That is some of the problem I got with forming coalition or alliances. Some people are there really not supposed to be there. I'm being very frank with you. They're there, that's not because it's supposed to be there. They think that you owe them. Let's go to labor ministry. Jerome Colley is head of decent work. Am I correct?
The head of the minimum wage board.
Minimum wage board. Good. Let's hear you. What's happening? What is the police deploying at the Ministry of Labor?
Let me start by creating a disclaimer that I'm not the director for press and communication.
But nobody said that.
Because I have some leverage to give previous information. That's the reason why I'm about to do.
Okay.
In recent times, about the dismissal of 5 staff on the ministry.
Yeah, we talked about that already. So just go strictly into.
Okay, so what I think the police came here for because it was 2 days ago there.
Hold on, Jerome, hold on. They've dismissed employees of labor ministry were invited by the deputy for manpower. Okay, go on. Okay. I pity your condition. You want to give out information, but you're not authorized. You had an issue disclaimer. But the good thing about it is that it is all in the best interest of the republic. But my point is, how dare a deputy minister should disrespect a minister proper when actions are already been taken and calling those people on the same premises where they are asked not to come?
According to the reason why they were dismissed, the minister said they were not permitted. They had no instruction to go on a field. There was a communication posted by them in the chat room that they were instructed by the RG, Charles Brown. He did the communication, and that communication was approved by the Assistant Minister for Power Planning, Emmanuel Bam. Because at that time, Steve Colbert and the minister were not in Liberia. Both of them were in Geneva attending the Labour Congress. So it was Emmanuel Bam who was acting as Deputy Minister for Manpower Planning. So he approved that communication signed by the Inspector General. So he approved that communication for you guys to go to Bapolo. And that was the reason why they went Bapolo. In fact, when they came back, they even did a comprehensive report. And that report is also posted in the chat room. So you see.
Okay, Jerome, I got cogent information about the misbehavioral attitude of the folks who went to Bapolo County. That's another point. But how? What did the meeting take place even with the deployment of the police?
They were stopped from entering the premises. They did not enter the premises to be. The fire staff did not enter the premises. That's the reason why the police were here to stop them from entering the premises of the Ministry of Labor. So they did not enter the premises.
Okay, Jerome. So work went on as normal, right? No disruption?
No, there was no disruption. About normal working time. Right now, I'm calling you from my office. You are calling me rather from my office.
Yeah, I did say that you're not the one calling me. I'm calling you. I just sent you data. I mean, credit airtime. So don't come. Jerome, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Jerome Colley is the lead person for State of the Nation when it comes to labor issue. We had him last time for nearly 3 months explaining the Decent Work Act to the Liberian people at the time under Charles Gibson. This management did exclusively free. There was no contact, no take you cut even sent to this management. Today, some Liberians that never knew their right in the labor sector now know it as a result of those sustained explanation of the Decent Work Act. So this is State of the Nation, 12 minutes after 3. Now let's prepare to take the folks from the Best Brain International University. We are processing them now. So, but before that, let me go to Magdalene. Where are you? Yes. Hello.
Hello to you.
Yes, good. Where are we with this agriculture symposium? I'm told we are overwhelmed now. 70% all signed out, and you are out in the field dropping letters. Let's get the latest.
So, good afternoon to you and the good people of Liberia. It's going to be on State of the Nation. Right now, we're en route to Peaceville. We've been dispatching letters, communications to few individuals within the public sector. Why are you laughing?
No, not you. I'm interacting with the guys in the studio.
Oh, okay, that was very okay. Anyway, so we I met the chair on education, and we had a very
you mean the Senate chair, Senator Jivon Smith?
Chair on education,
agriculture, yeah.
Senator Smith, he promised to be there at the symposium. He said it's going to be free and a very good schedule for him. So we had a really wonderful discussion, and he's really into it. And he made his commitment that he's going to be there, and also talk about other, in politics. But I will brief you later on with regards to what he said. So I also dropped a communication to the mayor of Peaceville, city mayor.
Mayor Bestman.
Yes. So I'm using this video to inform him that he got a communication right there. And I couldn't see him present because of the protocol. I mean, sometimes it's so boring, but we have to respect, those who are who are performing their roles, their role. And then, I mean, we will continue to, there should be communication and ensure that those who we want to be a part of this very this great program, that they attend, because it's all in the interest of Liberia, building the skills of people. I mean, we are buttressing the efforts of the Ministry of Agriculture. We are actually buttressing the efforts of the government. So we need them. We appreciate the fact that we are doing this. Yes, that's our own way of contributing to society. But we are actually buttressing their effort, and we need them to be fully involved with this. And that's comes to the Minister of Agriculture. He always picks up our call whenever we call on him, and to come on the show to tell us government's plan. And even with regard to the symposium, we've been having a great conversation. And he said, yes, I'm going to ensure that it becomes very successful. I will be there at the beginning. So that is it, and that's the update for now. People are still expressing interest. Some people who are far, they have sent me their information, and they're going to consider it. Please.
So we got 70 now. We are overwhelmed, Magdalene. We can't keep taking people that we don't have the heart for. 70 Liberians farmers. Yes.
Yeah, and that's why we are asking the communication to the people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's not meant for only foreigners, but to have these kind of programs that are, very important, and it's, at the end of the day, it's going to be very impactful. So we are kindly, yes, we are kindly. So I listened to you briefly talk about the issue of lawmakers using keke. That's fine. Most of people will use keke with wrap bags to carry on function. So if they are doing it, it shouldn't be a sign of protest, but it should be like, oh yes, our people are dying. They do not have drugs in the hospitals. They do not have quality education. You listen to the news and you listen to the education minister. He was talking about how some volunteer teachers, some of them are not good. Well, it is on the shoulders of the Ministry of Education. I hope she's into right now to build the capacity of these people because they have passion. If you go out in these rural areas and you ask a professional teacher who got all of the education in the world to go in that rural area to go and serve in a capacity at these public schools, they won't do it. So you find them in other areas. It's not because we do not have professional teachers. We do have professionals who can go at the primary level, at the secondary level, and invest in the future of Liberia.
My friend, you're not live in studio.
Yeah,
tomorrow, I'm leaving the whole program with you.
Listening to that. So, we listen to that during the news. I'm making me save me some minutes.
Look, 1 minute. 1 minute. The guests are here already. 1 minute.
Okay, I think the intro of what I'm saying. So to conclude, we need our lawmakers. They shouldn't see that as I know them. I know a lot of them. I respect them. They are people that should be respected, but it should not be a sign of protest because we're lacking a lot of things. business in this country. So if you can use Keke to go to work, that's fine. It will make us happy because it will be like, yes, we are using Keke and our lawmakers are using Keke. And you right. Where did they get the place from? It was actually, I know most of them, they are not living, they are not depending on government's money to but when it comes to like operations of the office, or the operation of the office and other important stuff, right. But when it comes to the issue of, vehicle, I don't think that, should be something that, they should be raising. There are other areas that, they need money for. I'm not saying they don't need money. They actually need money. So people, Nigerians across the country are looking up to them. So if you can use the kind of go to work, that's fine.
Good.
That
Yes.
should not be a problem.
Yes.
So I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to you so much for raising up this issue. I don't have a problem with them parking Keke at the Capitol building. They should even be doing that. It makes us to feel comfortable to ride Keke, to tell them that we are not low-class people. Because our Keke goes places, and if our lawmakers can ride Keke, meaning I can ride Keke and feel comfortable. Sometimes I say to the Keke, like, I'm a diplomat because I sit in the Keke and feel so relaxed. So if our lawmakers are using Keke, they will also have to encourage other people to use Keke and say, okay, the lawmakers are using Keke, so ours also can use Keke.
Yes.
Thank
you. Before you even leave, the European Union office in accredited near Morovia purchased a Keke 2 years ago, and the ambassador of the European Union to Liberia said it makes him to move easily within the city center. So it's not a big deal for a lawmaker to ride Keke to go to work. That's good. Others are even walking to go to work.
We all use motorbike. The last time we motorbike, the whole areas that car cannot reach.
And you are falling 2 times now, right? You're falling from motorbike twice now. See you. I see you. I see you.
But before I get dropped in I was around the US embassy a few minutes ago, and the place is clean. Every time I go over there, I see an America. I see a USA. But when you come around, you see, garbage parking up and down. And the problem in Liberia is just system. We feel like that this country can be clean. We feel like this country cannot move forward. That's our mindset. We have to change it.
Yeah, we can change.
The very people who work in these embassies, majority of them are Liberians, or I would not say, but they have Liberians working there, and they ensure that they adhere to the rules and regulations of the embassy. So why will we let right now bring the communication back because we did not do certain things, so I'm bringing it back. But maybe if we're going to be somewhere, somebody's going to be saying, oh, that was something. So our problem in Liberia is system. We have to build up our system, and we need to be intentional about what we want. So let me stop here for now and try simply.
Thank you so much. Yeah. We can talk more on this one tomorrow on this same platform, State of the Nation. The folks from Best Brain International University are here and ready, start, go. Good afternoon to you. Let's do it counterclockwise. We get the the names, the position, and then we go strictly into the discussion. We're starting right now. Thank you, Chief.
Okay.
You want to come close to the microphone?
Right. Thank you. Okay. My name is James Blofis Wablo. I'm a lecturer from the College of Business Amin and in Best Brain International University.
Next.
My name is Augusta Betty Noah, a student of Mass Communication Department.
Next.
I'm Tatas Bena from the Popular Administration Department.
Okay. So, Mr. Lecturer, good afternoon. Welcome. This is your first time on State of the Nation, right?
Yes.
Okay. Betty, Augusta, this is not your first time. We've repeatedly begged you to be a co-producer or a producer in training, or this one? I don't know when you decided. Maybe when you finish writing your thesis. Yes, Chief. This is your first time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome. This is State of the Nation. We're discussing entirely Best Brain International University. Chief,
Yes.
tell me your own impression about that educational setup. I'm a living witness. I'm not going to put words in the mouth. I want to hear from the horse's mouth. You got your own experience.
Exactly.
Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you all so much for giving me this opportunity. And to our audience out there, the general public, hope you take this serious, and it's not about uh, making fun, or it's not about bragging, but it's something that you have I have realized, because I have gone to school in Liberia. I did my primary education, secondary, college life, and I went out in the diaspora to get further studies. So I have known the pros and cons of our education system. So coming back to Liberia and diving into Best Brain, I see something of real generational building, and looking at our interdigital world, preparing students for our interdigital world. Those are things that I see, and Best Brain is not like offering courses like everybody into business. Why are they into business? They are offering goods and services, right? So it's depend on you how well you offer these goods and services to the public. So other people are into the same business. They are offering education. So how
You
well?
think you can compete with the others who are in competitive?
Very well, very well. And if
You
give me a
compete
chance,
with them?
very well. And if we give you a chance, I could give you a lot of instances that you will know that yes, Best Brain is another place to be. It's another place to send your kids.
Okay, no, kids don't go to university.
When I say kids, like you
But
are
let's be practical,
okay.
Chief.
Okay, that's where you can send people, or you can recommend some of your family members,
Yeah.
some of your family members, some of your colleagues to go there and get some professional training and some professional discipline that they want.
And I'm a living testimony, and I can break about it. I can be the one with my. If I got a child going, just from high school and ready for university, man, I see no reason why I'm going to waste my time in any of these universities
But
where
our
they will
kids,
go, and then start dragging chairs, looking for chairs for the lecture.
granted.
Well, one of those one of the first students at the Best Brain International University is Augusta. Augusta, how are you?
Fine.
You fine?
Yes, I am.
I got problem with you. You know that, right? Okay. So tell me, you studied mass communication, right? What's your minor?
Public administration.
Tell me, you found yourself at the Best Brain. You could possibly be part of the first in class, but what drove you to Best Brain?
I was looking for something different. I wanted a place where I could feel free and be able to develop. So I had to sit, look around. But every other place that I went, things were the same business
I
as
know,
usual.
I know that you didn't go to the University of Liberia, right? My alma mater, right? But every other place you went, besides the UL.
I'm not going to be specific. I said every other place I
Okay,
went.
let's hear you, Chief. Mm-hmm.
When I formed BBIU, at first we were like charging because it was newly open. We were about to be the first students.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I took BBIU. I said, let me give it a try. And at my stay at BBIU, I realized BBIU is a place to be. There are happenings and there are a lot of moral values that we have acquired over the years that even if I've gone to as well, my life will have been transformed. One is integrity.
So you ready? You wanted me to believe, or you want the listeners to believe that the person you were, you're no longer that. You're a far better person now than you were post or pre-entry to BBIU.
Of course, I am. I have changed over the years, both and morally, because the school environment is based on principles and values. And
I thought you young people love noisy environment. School, they say you like place where they're beating drums and
jolly environment.
jolly environment. How can you say is a good environment?
It's not about where your school is located. It's about what your school can give you,
Okay.
what you are getting from that particular school. And for the environment that BBIU is in, I think is awesome because the noise, we are far away from noise, so you can be able to acquire more knowledge. There aren't things that will attract you or distract you from going to classes. I think that school is one of the best in Liberia right now.
Okay, so let me come to yes. Sorry, another student. What's their name again?
Tatas Bena.
Tatas. Tell me what is the driving force behind you enrolling at BBIU?
First day,
What high school you graduated from first?
I graduated from Firestone Liberia Senior High School.
Okay. Now, no wonder why BBIU entrapped you. You can't pass history from Firestone. You got to drop it. Firestone has always performed exceptionally well in the national exam. So you were looking for a place, I guess, you were looking for a place where you can further your studies. You find yourself at BBIU. Let's hear you.
Yes, so the same, I said similar culture and values that Firestone Senior have possessed. I think our best ring university possesses this same culture on student life, where in quality education is being offered not based on the merit, where you score your grade and there's a grade that you get. I remember at Firestone Liberia Senior High School, if you get 69, you'll put it on your report card. So
when 69 a normal thing.
69,
yeah, but I don't see
no skill.
No skill. I've seen 69 on card. I thought you come and say when you scored 23.
So I went to Best Ring International University based on recommendation from someone from my community. But before that, I visited a university in Pennsylvania.
Don't call that new.
Yes, I'm not calling the university name. And then even to red entrance, you need to pay money. You got to run through process. But when I went to Best Ring, the knowledge I carried the Best Ring was that it was a technical institution. That's why I knew about Best Ring. But when I went there, I discovered that it was not a technical institution offering. It was tertiary education offering academic courses and what have you. So
you found a resting place.
Yes.
Okay, so Augusta, let me come to you before this my colleague, a friend. He's always in dark goggles, and in the hallway, he's always in dark goggles. And the last time we met, we exchanged some pleasantries. Tell me, when this guy walks into this lecturer walks into the classroom, what comes to your mind?
Well, I haven't sat on him before, but by passing and looking at his posture, his presentation, because normally I'm also in the public admin department, so I audit some classes and looking at his presentation.
Is it the lecturer who presented the ring gear or the helmet? He gave a helmet to one of his students who comes to school with motorbike. That was free of charge. That's kind of, are you trying to draw the camaraderie between lecturers and students at BBI? Before we come to the administration chief, tell me what motivated you to do that?
Okay, thank you very much. Being a student, I'm still a student, and I believe in encouraging the students, giving them that courage, right? So this fellow, he's in my class. He's doing one course on me, and he did extremely well in my midterm and the other homework. So the following time I asked him, why are you not in class? He said, oh, I got a motorcycle, but the rain is falling and there is no way I could come because I don't have umbrella for it. And also I don't have a reflection jacket for it to get on the road. So I said, you sure that the problem? That's why you're not coming to class? He said, yes. So I said, okay, come to class the next day. So he said, okay. So I went to one of my friends who work with Lone Stars, and Lone Star have these commodities. So I talked to him. I said, I need a set of umbrella and the gear running materials for my friend. He said, do you have a motorcycle? I said, my man, you just gave me that. And he gave it to me. So surprisingly, I went on campus. The student was not on campus again. The rain was falling. So I called him. I said, where are you? He said, prof, the rain is falling. I said, The rain falling, the rain not falling. Come on this rain. If you don't come, I'm going to send you F automatically. So hurriedly he came to class. He got on the motorbike, he got wet, he came to class. So I taught them after the class, I said, okay, I have a gift for you. So while his friends were seated, I called the dean of students and I called the admin guy for the enrollment. I say, this is just a token to the student. He deserves it. And once people are encouraged, people have the ambition, right? So if they are embarking on their ambition, you have to also encourage them to do what they want to do, to see them persevering. So that's how I called the team and I presented the running materials to him, and he was so happy.
Yeah, I saw it in the chat room, and also, I mean, I was so envy of you. Yes, I said, well, this guy,
You don't have
yeah,
to be.
no, no, constructively now.
Right.
This is the kind of teacher-lecturer relationship that exists on, and I intentionally decided to bring this one in to remind parents, guardians, or even students who are self-supported that this is kind of a relationship between teachers and students. And as one aspect of BBIU, I haven't seen at any university is contractual agreement, not taking you as a contractor, but to sign on to set of commitment, all intended to improve the educational sector. Teachers are made to collect and sign onto it. Have you signed your own? You sign your own.
Yes,
Yeah?
of course. I have
You
to do that.
submitted it.
But I haven't submitted it because of the rain.
That school is so tough. It's so I don't know what those strange strategies intended, but they're all good, right? It is not an open-ended environment where you want to do anything by yourself and you can just do it. One person I want to encounter is Mrs. Tapper, Christine Tapper, right?
Yeah.
The vice president. I want to take on her one-on-one in this studio, these studios, maybe the next time. I want to know her strategy. Why is it working? Huh? The strategies that are working, and you don't see her normally moving through the hallways or all the strategies that are drafted and executed just from within her office. Before you look, everyone conforms to it. It is my hope that next time I'm going to host her right in here. Yeah, but let's hear you.
Yeah, that is true. I can vouch for her, but I think she have that managerial skills, and she's a social scientist, right? Because taking care of organization of human being, you must be trained. You must have the technical know-how. It's a wide range of protocol you go through to hire people, right? Because if you look at like for one side, if you look at the HR function, they got three motive. They got like a four motive, right? You have to look at the social objective of A, what is embedded on A. You have to look at the organizational objective, what is embedded on A. Then you have to also look at the functional ability. So she's a social scientist knowing to hire this person. What are those things that is in them? What are those professional careers or criteria that I'm looking for? So quote unquote, she do it independently. She's not going to ask anybody. She do it independently. And definitely, trust me, since I came down, I entered Best Brain. The place is so conducive. Lecturers are so into each other, interrelated, interdependent, and what have you. And the place is just a cool atmosphere, and each other treat people like we are family because of that strategy that she have built overnight to recruit people. That's what makes Best Brain a unique place.
I get a call from her. I get a jitter, She said, Chris, where are you? Where are you? Okay, do you have time to talk for me to talk to you? Yeah. Okay, so you have time this semester to say yes, madam. Oh, that's wonderful of you. But you have to come and review the semester's regulations and stuff. Can you send it to me online? No, Chris, you have to come.
Right.
I understand what she wants to prove. She wants you to know that this is where the university is. You have to come and see how of students that are coming and signing up for a semester. The students want to know who's teaching them through the electronic system setup. And by the time you get on the campus, the first thing you see on the bulletin board is day one for a new semester to day end.
Right. That
To
semester.
the same semester, they are there and they're following it meticulously.
Sure.
Okay, Augusta,
Mhm.
don't tell me all is rosary. What you don't like about BBIU? Or what you don't like about me standing before you telling you to be professional journalist. Don't be a bootlicker. Don't be a blackmailer.
I think one thing about BBIU is like when we get to a point, things get difficult. So if you are going BBIU, don't go with a mindset that everything is smooth, everything is clear. Because the lecturer, they are going to be on your back. They're going to be pressing you. Like the 2 semester I've been with you, you'll be like, Acosta, you are too tired. You always act reluctant, act persistent, and the more I begin to learn, the more I get adjusted. It's not really a one, but we got that the Toka, the English. I remember there was this time I had about 8 redo in a particular course. So I did the first paper and say, because that it's not encouraging. You have to do it. So a lot of students don't want to go through this mentor, a particular principle where the teacher's gonna be on your back. They're gonna be passing you through the right foot channel. So they will say BBIE difficult. So as for me, if you are coming to Best Springs, you have to train your mind to be your best spring.
Okay, Tatas, let me come to you. One person I would love to host in is Dr. James Toga. James Patty Toga, right?
Yes.
The man who mixes education with parental care.
Sure.
Every time he teach students in his office, he's playing the role of a parent while the students are away from home. I can't wait to host Dr. Toga in here. Tatas, yes, what you like about BBI, why you don't like? I know you come and say the administration is tough. That's why most students would not like. Yes, the administration is tough. It got to be tough. They will put you out. You go into the wild. But guess what? You represent 3 entities: yourself, your parents, and the school, your alma mater. The word alma mater is a Latin word meaning foster mother. You know what? You know who is a foster mother, right?
Yeah,
The person is not your biological, but the person takes care of you to ensure that you reach to a point at the pedestal where you can take care of yourself, and you will not forget that person, right? So we don't just use the word alma mater. Yeah, alma mater. No, it means foster parent or foster mother. Tell me what you think the BBIU can improve on.
Firstly, when it comes to the learning environment at Best International University, the first aspect is quality education. So at Best International University, you have access to learning environment that can equip you for the job market, and moreover, it's not only the job market, but to be able to establish your own business and be an employer of labor. So in Best International University, we have entrepreneurship. It's a course that is offered there to be able to equip you with the basic business knowledge and skills. Now, you'll not only be a job seeker, but an employer of labor.
Okay.
Yes. And then when it comes to the standard of education, we have integrity and excellence. That is making sure that you don't only get a degree, but to ensure that you can be able to prove what you have learned over the years.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. So the last time we attempted naming some of those areas of discipline, and I see my television guy just downloaded several of them, and we talk about these things all the time. When you're leaving from home, Mr. Lecturer, when you're leaving from home coming to teach, what comes to your mind?
Okay, the first thing that came to my mind, and my last student I just spoke, I want to
Yeah,
some
please
things that
do
he
that.
talk about. He talk
Yeah.
about entrepreneurship.
Mhm.
Like I told you, everybody are into business, but how well you are giving out those goods and services that you have. That's what make people attracted to come back to you. And we call that customer retention.
Mhm.
Now, Best Brain is a young university. It's not about how long they've been in the market, but how well they operate. So now, a lot of universities are out there offering these same courses: business, agriculture, engineering, health sciences, mass communication. But how well are they offering it to the public? So Best Brain come out in the way that they are offering customer relationship management. And if you look at customer relationship management, it's CRM. People in the other country have certificate in customer relationship management.
What is CIN?
CRM, it's customer relationship
Relation.
management.
Okay.
People have bachelor in it, people have masters in it, people have PhD in it. Then when you look at entrepreneur, people have bachelor in it, they have master in it, they have a PhD in it. So what is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is a person who identify a business opportunity with the highness of the economy, and they try to find resources to what? To initiate that business to be successful. So what Best Brain is teaching their students, you are coming, it's not only for academic. So we are training them, and entrepreneurs are people who are innovative, who are creative. So Best Brain is training their student in the way that when he or she finish with Best Brain, you're not going to sit there and wait on the government to employ you. Boss, I'm telling you, you have to be innovative. You have to be creative. Like I tell you, my colleague, you are sitting here now. You are working for an entrepreneur. It's a person who come out with that strategy. An entrepreneur look for things that is demanding. What the citizen need? What's the new thing that I'm bringing on board? Or what the business that I started, that I failed, that I'm revitalizing. So that's how we train students. That when you graduate with a public administration degree, you graduate with an accounting degree. If the job market is not calling you, create your own job. Put people in the market. And what our entrepreneurship does too. Therefore, they are a central key individual in the society who make things happen for the economic development. So trust me, you find out in our country. Let's go in our country, you see. All our lawmakers, trust me, they go all to our leveling guys and here to credit. And when you go into the guy end of the weekend to go take maybe 500 US from him, that guy is telling you, if you're not bringing out 500 US tomorrow, the next day you bring it, you're adding $50 on it. You bring it end of the month, you're adding $50 on it. So these guys are the mover and the shaker of the economy. So many countries that you see in the diaspora that grow today, they are not looking at central government. They are looking at entrepreneurs. How do they help students who have the ideas, who have the innovation, who have the creativity? How can the central government give them small loan scheme to embark on their business? So that's the aspect we are training students from the Best Brain, that when you come out, just don't look at academic. You finish with mass communication. If they cannot give you job, find a means to create job and to employ Liberian citizens. And then the customer relationship management I'm talking about, if you are doing business, that's one of the things that is lacking in our society. People don't relate to people, and people don't respect people. My brother, you open this station to serve the public. If the public is not coming here, you have no job to do. That's what I told my students. I said, trust me, we all need each other. I'm very more important to you. You are very much important to me. If not because of you, I will not be standing here. If not because of me, you will not be seated here. So let's know that each other we need each other. No man is an island. So in the customer relationship management, a BBI is training their student in every discipline, that when you leave the university, when you graduate, you get your degree, you obtain your degree, and you go out there, you have a business venture to embark on. How well do you relate to those people who are coming, your potential customer, your client? How well do you serve them? What the relationship, that interaction? How do you build your disability? What kind of strategy you are using to sell your products out? So these are things we are training people in Best Brain. And trust me, if you check majority of the university, they would, if they are listening to the radio station and they will want to see this strategy, that they are just listening to it, because it's like something in economy we call modeling. What you see out there, you should bring it to the real world. So a lot of us have gone out there. We have seen how other countries have developed. not by government in central government, but individuals in the country have developed in their country. They are building the economy, like for an entrepreneur. They are the central key individual in the country that build the economy. So that's how we are training our students to be able to tomorrow to build our economy than just depending on central government.
Okay, so I'll give a brief background of this university. Some people asking whether it is chartered by the national legislature. Yes, it is chartered. Whether it is recognized by the National Officer of Higher Education, National Commission of Higher Education. Yes, it does. And here is what it's telling me. The Best Brains International University was established in 2018 as a post-secondary degree granting institution for higher learning. The university is accredited by the National Commission on Higher Education of the Republic of Liberia. BBIU, as it is short, is called the short code for it, recognizes the great benefits of partnership with educational institutions, government entities, businesses, and industry. And the university understands that such partnership can provide mutual gains in enhancing expertise and providing access to a pool of knowledge. More so, the university gains support for its teaching, learning, and research. To become a BBIU partner, please send an email to info@bbiu.org.lr. info@bbiu.org.lr. Org is org.lr, or in lowercase. This is the university we are discussing, and we seem to have run out of time. 10 minutes are up to 4 o'clock. So we will interact briefly with the public, and if there are any questions, the folks will jot it down and then we'll attempt to answer those questions to you for your curiosity. So you can go on I just gave you the you can Google BBIU and all the options will come. Admission requirements, it is downloading. Okay, here admission procedures and requirements for admission to BBI University will be directed to the Office of Admission. Submit evidence of high school completion, that's diploma. Submit scores from the West African Examination Council. Why BBI does not renege on this one, or it doesn't put this under the table. It is strict to the point on this one. WIAC certificate. Submit evidence of 75% high school cumulative GPA. No GPA. Pay a non-refundable application fee. A candidate must register and successfully complete entrance and placement exam. 2 passport size photo package application in manila folder. After the exam result is released, candidates are required to submit the following documents: the WIAC diploma, a high school autobiography, police clearance, and a health certificate from a recognized police clearance. Police clearance.
Yes.
There was some guys can be stuck. Say, if I live there, for example, Augusta, those guys who jack your bag from you, your phone on the motorbike.
Yeah.
And then their name surfaced at the police. They had to go to that police depot to get clearance. Imagine, this is going to stop somebody from, but it is important, right, Chief?
Sure.
It's important.
Very much important.
Yeah, it's intended to get rid of people. I mean, criminal in the system. That is not, the BBIU is not a rehabilitation center.
Right.
Right.
That's
yeah.
That's
So
what I'm saying. We are looking at integrity.
Integrity.
Because
Yeah.
people leave their phones, people leave their computers, and what have you. Other universities are not asking students to come in and say bring police clearance. Only maybe when you are seeking job or you want to travel. But Best Brain is saying that we are training you holistically. We are training you that when you leave the world of BBR, you get any place, they will ask you, what did you come from? Who nurture you? And when you tell people that, oh, I passed through BBR, they will say yes. Because people hearing it now, while we're at school, ask your students to come in and be police clearing. Because we are against criminality. We want you to be a clean person who come in the university to interact because we are building a family. That's a family environment, right?
Okay, so let me just briefly interact with the public so we can call it a quit as we uh, prepare to take the next segment on 07777285961 285961 07777285961 or 07751444278. This is State of the Nation on Truth FM 96.1. Of course, it is the radio service of the Renaissance Communications Incorporated. My name is Chris, and I'm here on behalf of Magdalene. Today is Wednesday. Let me see what I can take this call. Sorry, slip out. Yes, okay, you can call. Let me take this one from this end. Good afternoon to you. Yes, sir. Let's hear you. Johnson, let's hear you. Yeah, but who's stopping you? Huh? Samoka. Yeah. No, actually, I thought you got problem in enrolling. That's what one. Okay, so the folks will give you the direction. They taking note. They will give you the direction, right? Thank you, Samoka. I thought something was a hindrance to you. Let me see what I can take this one. Sorry, we lost this one. 07751444278. In the next. Hello? Hello? Oh, this guy. Hello? Sorry, we can't get you. While we waited for the other caller, can you give a vivid description of your location?
Okay, the Best Brain International University is located at Tingle Village, Painesville, Guest House Junction. When you get down at Guest House Junction, you will see the stage. When I say stage, that's where the motorcycle they park. So the moment you get down to Tingle Village, Guest House Junction, you just ask any motorcyclist, say, take me to Best Brain International University. Don't get it wrong because the two schools are at the same place, the university and the academy. They got Best Brain Academy. We start from nursery to a senior secondary and then the university. So if you tell the motorcycle that take me to Best Brain and you don't specify, they may take you on a smaller campus.
So maybe you just say university.
Okay, university.
Yes.
So you say Best Brain University, they will take you to the place.
Yeah, right. And to add up what you're saying, we have two campuses. We have one that is opposite Jamaica Resort near the academic campus, and Tinga Village Guest House Junction is our main campus where you can come. We have our admission office there. Once you say Best Springs International University, or just say Best Springs at Guest House Junction, definitely going to take you to a purple, beautiful environment.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. And one more thing, we don't discriminate at Best Springs International University, wherein we don't care if you are disabled or your sex, or we don't care about your religious background, because a lot of people are saying maybe the school have so and so. No, but people with disabilities can come to at Best Springs International University. Depending on your religious background, you can attend Best Springs International University, and we have built a community where we can network with a lot of our students, which is our gathering. We get to know each other from freshman level to senior level. We sit every Wednesday, every first and second and last Wednesday, 1 o'clock. We listen to professions. We have a lot of interesting programs, and students are able to showcase their talent. So people will be like, Best Friends all about academics. No, at our gathering program, you'll be able, those that are able to sing, they will be able to showcase their talent. And
let me hold you there to take this caller, maybe the last caller for now. Hello. Yes, sir. What's your name? Okay, let's hear you. Mm-hmm.
I'm also concerned about because our learning system at the already has now an environment of a quality in consider so how the environment there is for
Okay, thank you very much. I can vouch for that. And the reason why, since you have explicit confidence in me and on this platform, I can vouch for that. It is a shining star. It is becoming a shining star. It is an environment where you can lay hand on available reference materials without any outside noise. It is an environment where when you enter the building, you know you're in area where each classroom is capable of hosting up to 50 students, maybe over 50 students with ventilations, with one thing I admire, each classroom has a trash can. You don't see the place litter with garbage, with trash. You don't. And when you enter the building, I thought the first time I enter, the one that is up is even the one that is built up is even bigger than the one that is down. And they construct to just know the massiveness of the building. Let me just tell you, they're constructing an elevator. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear you quickly. You the last caller.
Yeah, I just want to applaud you and the studio guys was very badly for that. So, like my question, I just wanted to say there are specific global rank for the best way either for all around the world. There are global rank.
Let me tell let me answer that. No university in Liberia. Don't go. Where are you going now?
maybe he you need finish, but he's still listening. He monitoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, monitors.
No university in Liberia has been listed in the global ranking. The last time we did, and I did do it, and we need to fight on this one. I did high school. There are 2 high schools in Sierra Leone among the best 50 high schools in West Africa. Nothing in Liberia. At the university level, nothing in Liberia. Right? Yes, best brain in University of Liberia, AMEU, UMU, all the stars. And we all have to thrive together on the list. Those kind of listing are very good. They improve your rating, your public relation. Unlike the list that just come out, is a breaking news. Liberia is among several countries in the world that has the worst road connectivity. I just downloaded. I mean, the link just came to me because I subscribed, and I'm sorry I had to say this one on this show, but it can be tomorrow discussion. One of the worst road network ever in the history of mankind. Liberia is number 1 in West Africa. Globally, Liberia is 130. Something we should be worried about. Those are not good ranking. The last time we talk about Liberia is among the hungriest nations in the world. The hungriest nation. We way to the bottom. We are even worse than some of the countries. Those are not the ratings we want. We want the ratings where our schools will be placed among universities as the best. Most of the universities we saw being best by the rating, South Africa, Nigeria, they got 1 in Ghana, and the rest Egypt, South Africa, the rest Botswana. You can't hear about any other country anymore. So we all have to fight about that. It is not a best brain headache alone. Okay, so yes, let me come from Tatos, come to Augusta, then the lecturer will close out on this one. Let's hear you.
Yeah, let me just add to what my colleague Augusta was saying about the Best Ring International University Gathering. The gathering is intended so that students can not only learn from the classroom, can also be able to learn from professionals who have achieved in their various fields of endeavors. So we interact with individuals, professional individuals who have achieved in their various career. So we ask them questions after their presentation. And moreover, at the Bursary International University, the entrance and enrollment is very smooth and transparent. As you read the entrance, within a week, you already have your result. You don't need to pay money to be able to pass the entrance. No, it's transparent. Even if you fail the entrance, you get be put on probation, and we'll have classes that will be here before to prepare you preparatory classes to prepare you for a student life at the best international university. Yes.
Okay, Augusta, your party comment now.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
can assure you that at Best Being International University, we go for the best. We lead to make a difference. We have our internship program that is coming up for senior students and every other student that will join the Best Prince International University family. Before graduating, you serve internship at a particular area in your field of study. So join us at Best Prince International University and experience integrity and good school life. Thank you.
Okay, let's hear you, Chief.
Okay, Best Brain, and the motto of Best Brain is leading to make a difference. As the guy asked a question and you explain to him, maybe if no university have been listed, BBI is trying to be one of Liberia's own that will be listed tomorrow. So what we do at Best Brain, we give the students that courage to have that intra and interpersonal communication. It's not just about copy book, but it's about copy head that when this student leave their books and they come out and he or she say he into so and so discipline, they able to explain the fundamentals of those discipline that they have learned. That's one part of it. And secondly, Best Brain is giving student the materials. What are the material I'm talking about? Best Brain is structured in a way that the world is a global village. If I learn accounting principle here today and I go to China, maybe there should just be the language barrier. But if you say, what is the general accepted accounting principle, I should be able to tell you what it is. When you ask me what's the FASB, the International Financial Standard Board, I should be able to tell you what it is, right? So that's how we are training students as Best Brain. We give you these materials. Student, I'm not going to buy a pamphlet. Nowhere student buying pamphlet. The lecturer are there to do the research, give you those materials that when you study in public administration today, the foundation of public administration, when you go Africa, you go China, you go Belgium, you go to UK, people who are doing public administration, you and them are on that same path. So it's a global village, technology-wise, that we are bringing to people. And all our lecturers are Best Brain. Let me tell you, one of the things that I left out before I close, one of all our lecturers are Best Brain. They are computer literate. And that's what we tell students. Where in this world, in the high school, you are spoon-fed. Kindergarten, you are spoon-fed. You come to university, the lecturer tells you that tomorrow mass communication, we are studying this topic, fundamental of mass communication. He just gave you the topic, he gave you the book. We share the book to read from, and whatever, he gave you the material. So tomorrow you come to class, he lecture for like 10 minutes, and there's an interaction with students. Let students be able to give what they have been instructed to do. So if you are not computer literate, who's going to do your assignment for you? Who's going to do your research for you? So BBI is building the student that they must be computer literate. They are teaching them computer. The lab are there. All freshman students, they are teaching them computer. And even the lecturer, if you don't have that technical know-how, the lab is there. They are teaching you how to do your computer. We are not like other university who all their lecturers, they are so old folks, they don't even want to use the modern technology. They're still looking at a arcade book then that were made in 1987 and they're still teaching people. Those times are past. So we are on the modern era. Those are the teaching, and those are the impacts that we are trying to build in our life in the students of BBR. So we are trying to see that tomorrow, the question that you ask, maybe our strategic 5-year plan, one of these days will be listed and one of the ranked university from Liberia.
Okay, yes, thank you very much. So you can go on Google and download the best universities. Don't even go global. Don't even go Africa. Just go West Africa. Man, we still behind people. We still behind people. Today we are protesting because no one has assigned vehicles to us. We make big news out of riding to go in the place there. We still behind people. The top 10 universities in Africa, they got at least 5 in South Africa, 1 in Lagos, University of Lagos. One is in Ghana, the rest in Cairo, Egypt. We're nowhere around. Our grand old University of Liberia, those days was among the best 50. Today, we have lost that, and there seems to be no light at the end of the tunnel to regain or resuscitate our status. So it is a holistic approach that all stakeholders in Liberia, especially university level, tertiary education, we all have to take this as our personal. We have to find out how can we be rated among some universities that we Liberians are performing even more than. Thank you so much, gentlemen, ladies, for coming. And this has been a production of State of the Nation. See you guys, and my greetings to the entire administration of BBI. Okay, so we bring down this segment, and we got to take Orange Liberia.
Damn it, my people. Your family members abroad need to send you money. Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
Orange Money.
Starting today, why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
When it comes to communication in Liberia, Orange is #1.
Orange is the best. Orange is the best. Oh, Orange is the best.
Orange is the best.
Strongest network, widest coverage.
Orange is the best.
Fastest internet speed.
Orange is the best.
People, Orange is the best. Yes, Orange is the best.
Lamakitie, Naratama, Pulizu, Copenhagen, that's the Riboga Orange, Topaga #1. Swing
Company is the Orange, I don't got the best.
Orange will more you the telephone on phone.
Reliable, trusted, and dependable.
Orange is about 7. Yeah, Orange is wrong.
Orange is the best.
It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
He takes you to teach the world. That is why I got you. Wherever you go, teach the word. Teach the word.
And that's exactly what we do on State of the Nation. We teach the word. While others are tearing the word apart, we're providing the platform to teach the word. This is Lucky Tamadubi. I am not a Rastafarian, but I'm a lover, not a fanatic. Cyprian Colley, you introduced this song to me. Where are you this evening, this afternoon? public sector management. An administrative action is taken by the minister proper, victimizing at least 5 employees. Dismissal. Then the deputy comes out and invites those dismissed employees at the premises of the very place where they were asked to turn over all. Why are the guys screwing up this way? Is this my governance? And I've sacrificed myself. Anyone who stands in the way of a forward march, who serves as distraction for this rescue mission. While we holding the rescue mission to their feet to deliver the promises, we equally frown on intra-distractors. Good afternoon to you, the office of the Press Secretary and Executive Mansion. And the office of His Excellency, Ambassador Joseph Human Boakai. Okay, so we're teaching the word is 15 minutes after 4 o'clock. And the moment I've been wishing for has just arrived. The young lady has just arrived in the studio. She's dressed in gold suit, trouser suit with black jacket on top, a Truth FM cap to match, black cap to match. Maggie, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Chief. Thanks for sitting in.
Yes, man.
You're always on top of the game, and I appreciate you so much for all of the...
So this appreciation, when will I get my reward now? This is loyalty, political loyalty is not in heaven.
But
it is on earth here.
You said political loyalty, so this is... you said political loyalty.
Okay, let me put it. Any kind of loyalty for
so the politician is going to be avoiding you guys. So talk about another loyalty.
How are you? Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so kindly. I followed you, and you raised wonderful points, which of course you are always amazing. I appreciate you so much. With regards to when you will get your reward, rest assured, every problem has an expiration date.
But there's not a problem anyway.
No, well, it's like in code because
yeah, put it in code. My condition is not a problem anyway.
No, all right.
Where are you?
It is not a problem.
I have to clear this one before you proceed.
Actually, okay.
My condition is not a problem.
It is not a problem, but I'm going to tell you that this, you will get what you deserve.
Yeah. You know I want.
No. I mean, some things you will not say, you will not say it out, but God who sees in secret, God who knows your heart, He knows what exactly you want, and He's going to meet you at the point of your need. Whether it is shelter, whether it is money,
je comprends maintenant. Mademoiselle, je comprends.
Whether it is a job, I mean, you have a job, a well-paid job, right? But whether it is something bigger, whether you want, whatever thing it is, God is going to see you. Maybe one day the president will say, but Chris, come, let's have, a chit-chat. Come to my office and so we can have a wonderful conversation. Maybe some from the private sector. We don't know what the future holds, but we know who holds the future. So I'm here to tell you that maybe this may not be, but rest assured that the darkest part of the night is the break of dawn. So thank you for welcoming me back.
Thank you. The briefing will be off air, right? Yes.
Wait, the briefing?
Yes.
Yeah, of course I did already.
Yes.
I mean, I did already.
But you said I will brief you when I come. But so that's.
Oh yeah, okay, no problem.
All right, so that's gonna be off. Thank you so much. Your downtown is not raining downtown.
I mean, it's raining. The place is wet, and I mean, it's raining, and not really. Sometimes good to be in town. I rather go, too much water, the place can be. So sometimes it's actually good to be out of Monrovia.
Okay, thank you very much, Joshua. Our next studio guest is Joshua Dennis. Joshua is a civil society actor.
Okay.
Society actor. He has got some issues, some advocacy to make in the health sector, and I want to believe that any other person could be this young man, and we want to give him a platform to expound what he thinks the situation is like in the health sector. Joshua, good afternoon to you. First time on State of the Nation on this platform. Oh, okay. The time, sorry, yeah, it's a. Oh, okay. Good, that's good. Yeah, is Eddie in town? Okay, a very good friend of mine. Welcome again on different issue, right? It has to do with what? Health issue. Okay, first, let's get an intro from you. Mhm. Social activities. Okay. What is it all about?
Donor. So Centara is implementing their education component and NEMA is implementing the health component. And DAI is the grant holder while USAID is the donor. But since February 2nd, 2022, when this program was launched, the civil society activity has been building civil society skill base, as well as improving professional practice through thematic issues of public interest, thereby strengthening, ability to advocate for different reform priorities. So through the project, NEMA has been working along with 6 national CSOs, and they include Public Health Initiative Liberia, Phil, CHESS, Community Health Education and Social Services CHESS from Nema County, a Youth Network for Positive Change called UNEPO, Humanity Above Oneself Foundation called House, as well as Volunteers United for Development VUD and Efficient Research and Development Institute called ERDI. So just to give you a bit more broad perspective about CSA project. So like I said earlier, NEMO is a subcontractor and we're working along with 6 health partners. And our sole focus is to ensure that we empower CSOs through crucial capacity building trainings and mentorship. I'm talking about the role of NEMO now.
Okay.
And preparing them through different impactful health policy reform initiatives, as well as reinforcing health advocacy campaigns. So earlier, we was talking about health advocacy, and that's exactly our focus. So from the inception of this project up to now, as an institution, NEMA, we have been able to do a lot of different assessments. We did what we call public identification workshop at the inception of the project to be able to understand those different issues that are unfolding in the health sector. We also did the PEA called the political economic analysis to be able to give us a bit more justification why different engagement around the health sector is important and to cover those issues. So now what we are is that we have identified several issues within the health sector. And based on the issues we have identified, currently as it stands, we have embarked upon different campaigns and different engagements to ensure that we directly help to play our role well and impact society. So, but I think it's important that I just flag a few of those issues. Yes.
All right. I mean, yeah. So you put it right, but you said you did different assessment and you came out with you have a report. So you gotta tell us in depth with the outcome of your assessment.
All right. So take for instance, I'll just speak to one of the report quickly, and just talk about a few findings.
Okay.
So one of the assessment I was done is called the PEA, called Political Economic Analysis. So the PEA at the time, when we did PEA, we had different findings. So one of the things that we figured out was that there was greater desire for civil society involvement in monitoring and advocating for quality service delivery, which was expressed at different levels within the health sector. Another thing that we discovered was that there was a series of issues regarding shortage of healthcare practitioners at different facilities, regarding drugs stock out at different facilities. We also noticed that
Is it drugs?
Yeah, I'm talking about medication stock out.
Sort or
Stock out, meaning there were limited drugs, or there were
limited.
Yes, drugs at different health facilities. At some health facilities, you couldn't even find drugs being stationed, and that's prevailing even currently, because even at JFK, our only referral hospital in Liberia, if I put it that way, we don't have a kind of facility that actually that can actually give out drugs to citizens or pharmacy. So most often you find health practitioners giving a prescription, wherein you find you find relatives of patients coming outside to be able to purchase medication just so that the patient can be catered to.
So just to add up to that, when you go at JFK right now, when you see a lot of people just around, they are there waiting for a prescription to go and get a medication outside.
Yes.
Because I went there once, and not even once, but I go there and ask one or two persons, why are they the place is so crowded. Yeah, and this referral hospital supposed to give drugs out to small pharmacies.
Yeah, so
is it supposed to be that way?
So right now, as it stands, the way it works, every year within our national budget, there's allocation towards health.
To JFK especially, they are in the budget, right?
Towards health, right? And in fact, our current budget, there was some level of increment within the health sector, right? So based on the draft budget that was developed by the CC-led government that was submitted to legislature, when the legislature, decided to be able to take a look at the budget and scrutinize it, they found out that the support towards health was a bit limited. It was around $75 million. So what it was that they increased that. What I'm driving at is that funding that is being allocated within the budget, what happened is that it goes toward different health priorities. So take, for instance, support that goes towards JFK is used for different purposes. So what happened is that JFK is just one facility. Apart from JFK, you have different other health facilities across the country. So what happened is that those funds that go to World Health, It's not sufficient. That's one. That's one of our biggest issues. Not sufficient. Two, regarding drug Saah, we work across 6 different counties, as part of this social activity project. So across all of the counties that we work,
Did you mention the counties earlier?
no, I can go ahead and mention. I can go ahead and mention the counties. Yeah, I can do. I can do that very fast. So the counties include Monserrado,
Mhm.
Bon, Lofar, Nima, Margibi, and Grand Bassa.
So big counties. Why?
Yes, because because from
Do
our
they really need? Is it because of the population, or saw the need?
we saw the need from our initial assessment. We saw the need within these different countries that there's a lot that we needed to do to be able to help help the health sector. And one key thing that we also uncovered was that looking at the level of delivery, delivery of drugs from Monserrado to different health depots. We saw that it was a major issue. Sometimes logistics, logistical issue. Sometimes because these assessments were actually having direct discussions with different health actors. So that that was another issue. Sometimes limited funding. Sometimes they will tell you that the timeliness of those supplies coming to the different facilities too were issues. And just to bring you up to speed, most of these issues that we're talking about as an institution named and also as part of our health network under the Civil Society Activity Project, there's a lot we are doing now in order to help to minimize or mitigate some of these different issues that we're talking about now. Yeah. So one of the things I was doing is that from the inception of this project and formation of this coalition up to present, we have been able to improve supply chain for tornado drugs within the counties. Yes, it's one critical key thing that we have been able to do. We're also be able to promote transparency and accountability in health sector. More than that, we have been able to enhance public awareness about the nature of medicines. You're talking about medicines that are donated by USAID to the Liberian government. These medicines are free and must not be sold. So we notice that at different intervals, some of the medication you don't really see them. Yes, yes. Another thing was that we have been advocating for increased funding for health, and during the recent budget process, we did a lot of different advocacy engagement to ensure that we are able to meet with Senate Committee on Health, we meet with the House Committee on Health, we meet with different influential lawmakers to ensure that we help to reinforce different engagements in order for them to give the health sector a key priority. And and not just that, but if we sit and took a look at the health sector, the issues are in more to the extent that the availability of drugs at medical facilities, looking at mental health issues, looking at limited healthcare infrastructure, looking at healthcare worker strategies, looking at different non-communicable diseases. These are all pressing issues that we as a CSA Health Coalition, we are saying that, look, we want to ensure that we do a bit more monitoring. We want to ensure that we increase public awareness about USAID to drugs. We also want to ensure that we advocate for increased funding to the health sector. And in recent time, our whole focus is to ensure that we do a lot of different research around alternative sources to fund health in Liberia now, because we can't be speaking about the problem of the issues without looking at alternative sources. So it's where we are now, while monitoring different health facilities, while talking about provide education about USAID to drugs. We are also looking at alternative sources to fund health in Liberia.
So you're in simple term, you tell us that you are telling us that USAID is supplying you with drugs.
USAID is supplying Liberian government
Oh, the government.
Yes, Liberian government.
And
They
then?
do that every year.
Okay.
Yeah. They are free. There are drugs that are free that USAID provide to Liberian government every year. And these drugs are drugs that is not to be sold. They are free.
Okay, that's the education you are
Yes,
providing now.
definitely.
So, who they provide drugs for JFK and other. You want to name some of those health
These drugs
centers?
are given to Liberian government, and Liberian government can distribute these drugs to different health facilities across across the country. Yeah, but what happens is that if you go out to some of these health facilities, you better see the drugs. If you go to probe to ask more questions, sometimes they'll tell you that look, some health facility will tell you that look, we haven't received supply in 3 months, in 6 months. So there's scarcity. So the issue is that look, reflecting on all of these things and seeing those pressing issues across the country, we as an institution will say that look, though society activity is funding this particular kind of engagement, but there's a need to be able to do more to engage, and that's exactly what we are doing. We are monitoring, those donated drugs at different health facilities within the 6 counties.
So with all the with all the support from USAID, still people are still hiding drugs. And you talk about the issue of promoting accountability. So how is it done now? And just tell us, I mean, for the sake of the audience, tell us how long this has been actually going on, and how are you promoting accountability as you try to play your part.
Yeah, one way is through monitoring. Like I said, we are monitoring 150 health facilities.
Okay, so how long you been doing your monitoring?
So monitoring has been going on for the past 6 to 8 months. The past 6 to 8 months, we have started this monitoring. Past 6 to 8 months.
Do you get feedback?
Oh, obviously.
And what do you get the feedback from?
So most of them we're doing monitoring, you go out directly to the health facilities. And monitoring is being led by our different health, partners under this coalition. Because earlier I told you that we have a coalition where we have 6 partners that are directly working. For our role at NAMOD, we are there to complement the work of the health partners. We are also there to provide capacity building support. We are also there to ensure that we provide necessary education and awareness raising, like we are doing here today, providing information on the CSA Health Project, and ensuring that we discuss some of those current issues that we have uncovered from some of our engagements. Yes.
Okay, so let me come in. Sorry, the former U.S. ambassador,
yes,
Michael McCarthy, became a household name in Liberia under the last administration, where he reminded the administration repeatedly about it reneging on his responsibility, particularly in the health area. He issued statements several times, naming several hospitals that they were without drugs, but failed to mention actually that these drugs, drugs were being provided by USAID. But my point here is, while civil society groupings, including yours, should wait, you can release some of these findings. And these findings are in red. You don't publish them, and to the best of my knowledge, you don't publish them. And it is a foreign embassy that has to come to publish it.
Yeah. So what exactly been happening in the health sector is now an issue that we haven't been talking about. We've been talking about this, and we've been releasing different reports. Let me just go out to some of the key findings that came out of some of our different reports we've been talking about. Our reports reveal that there's actually irregular distribution or supply of the needed medication, resulting to prolonged stock out at health facilities. Yes. So take for instance, there's a health facility called Wanswonga. So that health facility having received supply from the time we published this report, from December 2022 up to August 2023.
Where is that located?
So it's located in one of our project counties. Let me move forward. So another thing that we noticed is that there are sales of donated drugs for TB, drugs for malaria in Magibi. We uncovered that there's payment of gloves for HIV and malaria testing in Margaret County at health facilities.
And it's not supposed to be.
Yes. We
Did
also,
you publish it?
yes, of course. We publish and we held.
But maybe you're not very good with it, the issue of bringing it to the public, using the kind of platforms, talking about it, because I mean we don't know. Sometimes, yeah, I know you want to feel sorry. I'm sorry, but
we actually been talking about it, and even our partners been having different radio programs across our project counties talking about some of these issues. Yeah, and then limited logistics. There's limited vehicles, there's limited fuel to even run the hospitals. I'm talking about public facilities.
Yeah.
Yes. There's limited budgetary support. That one I spoke about it earlier. There's limited budgetary support, for last mile distribution as well. Yes. There's also limited involvement of what we call HFDC, the Health Facility Development Committee, in decision making of health supply chain at the health facility levels. Yes, not just that. We also our work have revealed that there is no established policy on the theft and sale of medical commodities by health workers.
Sorry, you gotta repeat that, please.
There is no established policy on the theft and sales of medical commodities by health workers.
Okay.
Yes.
There's no policy, maybe no set punishment.
Yes.
If you're caught.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're caught, selling or caught in theft,
You go scot free.
there's
nothing.
no policy.
Yeah, nothing on it.
There's no policy. There's limited capacity of dispensers as public health facilities. There's also poor supply chain infrastructure at a facility level. We talk about leakage, we talk about poor ventilation, we talk about no lighting. These are all critical issues.
Very serious.
Yes. Many facilities start serving as volunteers from ORC level to dispenser, vaccinators. They are serving as as volunteers. Interestingly, in recent time, it was let me just get the actual date. It was the 6th of June. The 6th of June, as a health partner, what we do is that we usually attend the regular health coordination meetings in Montserrat, because it's where we actually, are. While other health partners attend other health coordination meetings across other counties. So during this health coordination meeting, it was held at Duboro Health Facility. And during that meeting, it was a time that the new county health officer of Montserrat was taking seat. So it was more like a meeting and ceremony. And the new county health officer is called Dr. Joel Tapekoli. So she made several critical points regarding issues that she met while taking seat. Because normally you have to go out in the field, do some assessments, when before you can actually take your seat like that. Or when you take a seat, usually you have to go out and do some assessment to understand the current context of of the health sector within your locality. So she made a special statement. During her statement, she outlined several issues confronting the health sector, or several issues faced by the Montserrat County Health Team. She said there's limited supervision of GIS. There is limited logistics. Health facilities in Montserrat, she said they are understaffed. Are we there?
Yeah, we're very much interested in what you say.
She said staff attitude towards work at health facility is not favorable at all. It's something that she have noticed. She said there's no appraisal done at health facilities. So
I know you got a whole basket full of shopping lists there, but how old is this report?
No, what I'm telling you about now is what exactly the county health officer said during the health coordination
Oh, okay.
meeting.
So you're engaging.
Yeah, I'm just,
So, it was taken about. When was this? When was this interaction made?
It was made at Duboro Health Facility.
What year? This year?
June.
Imagine
I'm
that.
talking about our new county health officer for Montserrat.
But you are
At
saying
Duboro, just a stone throw from here.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's the health center that rejected the $7,000 given by Dillon.
So when we are talking about issues in health, for me, I like to narrow down to give people a more broader perspective, right? Because it's not about just talking about issues in health from a general perspective. Come down at the facility level, and I'm not just speaking my words. I'm telling you exactly what the new county health officer said during that meeting. So,
the Maserati.
yes.
So, I mean, did you have other county health officers there?
Yeah.
Because if Maserati
during that kind of meeting, what happened is that you have different health partners that work with Maserati there at that meeting. So
that was for Maserati.
For Maserati alone. So you have partners from different international NGOs, partners from national NGOs. You have the different THOs and some other health practitioners that you should attend that meeting. And as a health partner, who is serving as a co-partner to, on this CSA health project, we usually attend our meetings along with some of our coalition members or coalition partners who work with Maserati. Yeah. So let me talk about some other issues that she flagged. Yes. So she also mentioned that Maserati as a county don't have a drug depot. You don't have a drug depot. Some facilities within Maserati, they experience very fast stock out. So when drugs are, given to the health facilities in no time, you not see them around again.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
they just
they should have lost.
Anything.
Yes. So she also talked about finance that for the past 9 months, the ministry has not received allotment for the proper functioning of the health facilities. Maserati, she said, is a very huge county. It have about 63 health facilities. But when it comes to infrastructure challenges, she said there are some health facilities in Maserati that the roofs are already going off. Some health facilities, the doors are all damaged. So there's a need that we do a lot more, a lot more engagement with, like we're doing now, to give people a clear perspective of how the health sector is faring, and they can join us within our engagement to be able to advocate for increased funding to the health sector, and also join us to be able to monitor the way in which, different health facilities across our project counties, the way in which they are faring and how when drugs are being, are being given to the health facilities to monitor how the drugs are being dispensed and all of that. Moreover, she said that facilities within Kingsville and other areas that are in very deplorable conditions, Yeah. Some roofs are off, those are off. And maternal health, or let's say not maternal, but maternal death across Maserati, she said is highly increasing.
It's highly what?
Highly increasing. It's increasing. It's on the increase. Yes. And GFK as a health facility now is overwhelmed. It's really overwhelmed. Because what happens, every other health facility in Maserati and other counties, where do refer to GFK? So if GFK is struggling to be able to cater to a lot of these, referral that come their way, what happens? If you have more than 50, 60, 70 different facilities to referral there, so GFK is not, cannot contain all of these patients.
So, Joshua, we're running out of time. Let me ask you. I don't know you guys continences when you're engaging these health practitioners, when they're giving these raw information to you people. I mean, this is heartbreaking. And man, you can readily know that no wonder why mortality rate is high sometimes with all these, and there is no report of drug shortage nationally. That the way the government usually sometimes will announce that there could be rest shortage or gasoline, No, but the drugs come in, they don't go to their destination. And when you go to compile this kind of report, what recommendations you attach therein?
There's a lot of things that we propose to national government when we usually uncover these things at the facility level. So, and as an institution, we have made, as an institution, along with the CSA Health Coalition,
Mm-hmm.
we have made several recommendations to national government. Several recommendations. Yes. So one recommendation I've made is that we have told them that there's a need that they improve supply chain for tornado drugs within, within the counties. We have also told them that there's a need to increase the health budget, and that's one of our advocacy point right now as part of our campaign, the health campaign. The health budget need to be increased. And in recent time, we saw a low increment from 75 million to 79 million within the health budget. So we must applaud national government. I mean, there has been some effort, but we want to see at least about 15% of our health budget, 15% of our national budget, I
National,
mean,
yeah.
that is solely focused on healthcare or solely focused on health. It means that we are making intentional efforts towards healthcare. We want to see that happens. We have also told them, we are telling them that there's a need to enhance disease surveillance and response systems. There's a need to promote healthcare education and awareness, like we are doing. A lot of people don't understand, they don't know what is going on. And sometimes when you visit a facility that you're not aware about, if you come across people selling USAID and their drugs out to you, you won't understand. But the only way we help to mitigate or help to minimize some of these issues, and which is when we try to do a lot of awareness raising around these issues and do a lot more constructive engagements and advocacy to ensure that issues around this sector is being given some priority. More to that,
Mm-hmm. We want public interaction. So I
yes,
mean, just
yes,
yeah,
yes.
or
Yeah, when we're talking health,
mm-hmm.
health is a sector that will talk for the 3 4 hour 5 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I leave from here soon. But to conclude,
Mm-hmm.
in all we are saying, there's a need to strengthen healthcare. There's a need to strengthen healthcare. There's a need to increase the health budget. There's a need that citizens themselves monitor wise for their health facilities. There's a need that government take robust steps towards healthcare. There's a need that we begin looking at alternative sources
Mm-hmm.
to fund health in Liberia.
All right. So I mean, the report is actually heartbreaking, and think about Monserrato being on the staff. Is that the right word, right?
Pardon?
Limited staff.
That issue is cross-cutting across the country. Limited health practitioners
Yeah,
are
that's
health
what I'm saying.
practitioners.
If Monserrato is is struggling, think about what's happening in other
Definitely.
counties as well, because this is the I mean. Okay, so it's actually heartbreaking, and well, maybe we can do this. We can do this more often for people to know. I mean, you got awareness part of your strategy, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't know. I say you've been going all around, but for truth, I don't know how your engagement here have been, but I mean, we have our own audience and our audiences, so it's important that you make that regular here, because it's important for our people to know what is actually happening within the health sector.
Yes, and
It's important.
and
The report is very, very good. I don't know whether you really know what you just explained to our people. You actually broken down a lot of things, and you found our people as well.
there's a lot more deeper information.
And we
Yes,
want to dig deeper.
yes, yes.
All right, so 0777728591. 0777285961. 077725. Just I beg. I told you, say we get family on go, we won't find a year. We will. You don't have fed our ears. Stay away from your money You got 1 minute. Just stay away from your monitor because you cannot have you be listening to all yourself, then you be on the radio. It's very disturbing. 0777285961. You said drugs are not to be sold. Maybe you could also do I don't know you did billboards all around. Hello? I'm fine, sir. Yeah, you myself, Ochi. It's a Liwa. You no, you have to call me back. You better Liwa, you adding the stranger on the stuff. And my own baby over there, yeah, sorry. But yeah, what's going on? You stay away from your monitor. You can't continue to keep hello? Anyway, are you using earpiece or the phone is on speaker? I will know because I'm getting feedback. I'm hearing myself talking. Okay, so just stay quick because it's very disturbing.
Appreciate your studio guests. Something they call PVF in the health sector. Government-based financing.
Okay.
Everybody knows about it. But I served in local county for several years.
Yes.
And to maintain drugs at every facility, this particular program was launched. And I was on the committee that was making the county steering committee.
Okay.
And we have a committee that was partners. I was selected to check their facilities. And it became very effective. They were checking the drugs that were carried, how long it's supposed to last for, when it's supposed to receive it.
Yeah.
These things were being done. I'm very happy in the county. It was proceeding well. We get the report on a regular or weekly basis.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay, Miss Aliwa. Maybe we can invite you some days to come and talk about these things because I mean it's very important. So okay. All right. Okay, so Chief, talk to me after the show so we can arrange a time so we can also talk about that. Yeah. All right, Miss Aliwa. Hello. Yes, I'm good, sir. Yeah, he's good. Yes, sir. Okay, yes. The issue of monitoring is very, very important, and I think they have taken note of that since this project. Yeah, hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. 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 Imagine. You imagine. Mm-hmm. Okay. Don't buy it. When you buy, when we kind of that poor police people will bring you. All right. All right, Chief. Thank you. Yes, so let's take a few more calls. We are actually out of time. Yes, I mean, this time is okay. Yes, let's take at least two more calls and we call it a day. Go back to hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Mhm. Okay, Mr. Saka, to all of the callers who have been trying to come to get through, and unfortunately, I'm sorry, we are actually out of time. We have to go back to our senior guest to respond to some of your inquiries. Sir,
Yes.
it's back to you.
Yes. So I will actually begin with the last question that was asked.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So what I was talking about is that it's not just rumors, right? All of what I've said and I continue to say is being done by what we have we have documented from our different assessment and what we have seen and we have acquired. So in recent time, just a few weeks from now we'll be releasing a publication.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this our Project Health Coalition publication that will have all of the different information regarding issues in health and all of what we have uncovered. But just to speak about whether we have seen any real time evidence. So in Marquette County, a health worker was suspended for 1 month without pay and was asked to refund patient money. Yes. Only because drugs that was not intended to be sold, it was sold to that patient.
When you say, if I get it clear, the last time, I mean, you said earlier that there was no policy being put in place for those who were involved in theft.
Yes, yes. So regarding this, it was the county administration who took that decision.
Okay.
Because this, it was grave. He was caught, and because of this reason, he was suspended. And we have a whole story on that we are publishing within our newsletter.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So you have another one you want to respond to? Maybe you can take one more and then.
Yes. So the next thing that the next concern was who was responsible to be able to implement some of these recommendations we have made.
Mm-hmm.
It boils down all on national government,
Okay.
not just national government alone, because we as citizens have a greater responsibility, and even as society actors, we have responsibility as well. That's why health, we are saying, is under financing Liberia. National government have a greater role to ensure that there's increased funding, to ensure that there's additional efforts, to ensure that support accounts towards the health goes towards the health sector is properly managed, is properly monitored,
Mm-hmm.
and that health facilities across the different counties, they are in a good condition to be allocated to healthcare. So government first have a greater role to play, and other institutions are there to be able to complement the efforts of government. Like I said, USAID providing donated drugs, right? That is free.
Mm-hmm.
These are efforts of government. As a national society organization called NAMUT, along with 6 health coalition partners,
Mm-hmm.
we have a role to play as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are doing a lot of monitoring, of donated drugs. We are also doing awareness raising. Like I'm here today in studio, I'm doing a lot of awareness raising.
So when I see you after 6 months.
No, no,
Yeah.
not that.
All right.
There's an approach that is going to yield a greater result.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, in months to come, we will continuously ensure that we speak about healthcare issues.
Mm-hmm.
We'll not just start, but we'll ensure that this campaign will ascend to a greater level, because it's not about just advocating or talking about those issues. Like we are seeing during our advocacy engagement, we have meeting with Senate Committee in Health, Senate Committee, at the House, different health stakeholders. But all of these different efforts, along with the efforts of our health coalition members, help to push the entire legislature, because we directly interacted with influential lawmakers to ensure that they increase the funding for health. So instead of being 75 million, they increased it to 79 million.
Okay.
Yeah. So currently, our health
So I
budget
want
is
the
around.
influential lawmaker.
Allow them on the Butronic way. We had a meeting with him. We had a meeting on the Butronic way. We had a meeting with Senator Daba Vapula. She's the
chair
for Senate Committee on Health.
Mm.
We have a meeting with Honorable Ford Family. So there are different lawmakers at different levels we have engagements with, and some of these engagements help to you a real-time result.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're actually out of time, and yes, we can just close up.
So in closing, I want to appreciate USAID for support towards the health sector and for funding this initiative for NAMUT, and since Health Coalition Partners, is doing a whole lot to ensure that we help to enhance the healthcare sector. But as a close-up,
Mm-hmm.
I want Liberians to join us in this endeavor
Mm-hmm.
to monitor how drugs are usually managed at health facilities across the country. I also want Liberians to join us in the endeavor to advocate for increased funding to the healthcare sector. Not just that, but to ensure that Liberians also begin engaging the different lawmakers, different health stakeholders, so we can begin thinking about alternative sources to fund health in Liberia. Thank you.
Okay, yes. So that's Joshua Dennis Cleo.
Yes.
Yes, Joshua Dennis Cleo, Deputy Program Director at Nemo Partners for
Democratic
Development. And so they we were just talking about Liberia Civil Society activity.
Yes.
Yes, CSA and Nemo Health Interventions.
Yes, under the CSA project.
Under the CSA project. Okay, so on that note, this is how we come to the end of our State of the Nation. So before we can go, hats off to the guys from the Leading by Integrity. I was there this afternoon to encourage them to continue to lead by integrity and raise up issues that are very, very much important, because corruption has actually made our country to be underdeveloped. Corruption is one of the factors that have made our country to be in this kind of state. So I was there this afternoon talking with them. Camille Mambia, the executive director, I want to say, hats off to you. We will hold you, we will host you maybe this week or next week to talk more about your engagement with the young people and what are you doing for the country. So this is how I want to say goodbye. See you next week. Is that next week? I'm sorry. That's tomorrow. I really wanted the whole week to just end right now. Too much to do. Our cultural symposium is coming up.